Alright, my friends, it was leg day. It was a lighter leg day. I was not feeling 100% this morning, but we started off with hamstring curls like we always do. And after a little bit of a warm-up, I ended up doing 4 lightweight sets, really focusing on the squeeze and the stretch and just really engaging my hamstrings. I usually like to go pretty heavy here, but today I was not 100%. I think I did 3 or 4 sets of 15 reps. And then after that, we immediately moved to the leg extensions to hit my quads. And since we were moving to a new muscle group, I warmed up a little bit. Again, I kept this one pretty light. Was focusing more on the squeeze at the end and lowering the weight a little slower than I usually do. And you know, these things happen. You're not always going to feel 100%. So I ended up doing 4 sets of 12, I believe. I did some calf raises after that. I didn't record that one. I did 4 sets there. And then we added some abs in. Again, pretty lightweight. Didn't really warm up my abs. This is one of the only ab exercises I do is cable crunches. I don't really see a point in hitting abs from all angles, because once you get abs, it's pretty easy to maintain them, and they get recruited doing other exercises. So I'll throw in abs every once in a while. I ended up doing 4 sets here, and again, pretty lightweight, focusing on the squeeze. But that was it for my leg day workout. After this, I did a little bit of stretching and a little pose down just to see where I'm at. What is up, my friends? Leg day is complete. And I was feeling a little rough this morning. You know, it's probably allergies or something. I'm not really sure. But I was celebrating my birthday, which was like 4 or 5 days ago, and my son's birthday, which is the day after my birthday. So we went out. We ate at a place called Smoke Pit, ate a bunch of meat. And what all did I have? I had some barbecue chicken. I had some hickory smoked pulled pork, hush puppies, some brisket mac and cheese, some fries. Did I have anything else? Not really sure. And then we went to one of those places that have putt and arcade. I lost to my wife at putt for the first time ever. It's probably because I'm old now. I played my son at air hockey like 20 times. It was pretty even splits. So he turned 16. I turned 40. But yeah, it was fun. Bowled, played little arcade games. Did pretty good at the little, the basketball game where you're shooting. You get like 4 balls and you have to keep going. You see those videos of those guys just doing it nonstop like they're juggling or something. Yeah, I'm not that good. But overall, it was a good weekend. And I overate, whatever. You got to celebrate birthdays. The important thing is when stuff like that happens is you get right back on track. So that's what we're doing today. So I got some questions I'm going to answer real quick. What exercise, they're all pertaining to leg day. What exercise on leg day makes you question your life choices the most? It's so funny that heavy squats is my favorite exercise and the one that makes me the most nervous. I guess excitement and nervousness are the same thing, really. It's just the perspective you look at them. So definitely heavy squats. Even though I haven't been doing as many heavy squats lately, I just noticed I'll definitely do them every once in a while, but I'm not going to do them every leg day like I was doing before. Do you train legs for strength, size, or both? Everything. Like, I train everything for strength and size. Like, that's the whole point of bodybuilding to me. I don't want to just go in there to train it for size. I want to actually be strong too. So, that's to me, that really just goes hand in hand. I don't really know why people separate that, unless you're going like super extreme, doing 5 sets of 5, and you don't care how much muscle you build. But What's your favorite leg exercise? Well, I already answered that question. The squats, it'll always be squats and nothing will ever beat squats. So it's not even really worth talking about because I talk about squats all the freaking time. What's this car doing? I'm trying to pull in the parking spot. Come on now. All right, what's next? How many sets of squats do you typically perform? If I'm doing them really, really heavy, I'll do a couple warm-up sets. We won't count those. But I feel like if you're pushing yourself really hard on squats, you're probably not going to be able to do more than 2 sets. And if you're able to do more, then you're not pushing yourself as hard as you think you are. Do you train calves every leg day or skip them sometimes? Every leg day. I don't skip calves. I have naturally pretty big calves, but I don't want them to end up lagging behind. What part of your leg do you feel is most developed? My quads are huge. I have giant quads. I don't know if the camera sees that, but my quads are, my hamstrings are coming along too. Those have come along the farthest since I started training legs pretty hard. I think I was always scared to train hamstrings really hard because when you're training them hard, it kind of feels like you're going to pull them or something, but you don't most of the time. What part of your legs do you think needs the most improvement? My hip flexors maybe, because the way I do squats is a narrow grip. Because that's what gives your legs the 3D look. So it's either I need to, and I'm not going to do squats every time, so I guess that's not the answer. The hip adductor and abductor machine, I need to start using that more often. That is definitely something I'm lagging on. How sore are your legs usually the day after a leg workout? So if I'm going to the gym consistently and I'm hitting legs once or twice per week, they don't really get that sore. But say I have a rough week at work because I'm a grocery manager, you know, it's very physical, turning, walking 15 to 20,000 steps a day. And that's usually why I'm carrying something, which is why I don't really do a lot of cardio because that's definitely cardio. But I think it can get sore on weeks like that. And it's not even directly affected by the leg workout. If you could only do one leg exercise for the rest of your life, what would it be? So that's a toughie because you want a leg exercise that's going to hit your whole, entire legs. The way I do squats is more quad focused. I'd say if I could master the form on squats, it'd have to be squats because you can hit your quads, hamstrings, your hip flex, everything. Second would probably be leg press. Leg press is pretty versatile. Like as long as that's allowing me to do it in different ways, it'd probably be leg press because you can do it really high and it hits your hamstrings and your glutes. You can do it narrow grip and a little lower and it hits your quads. You can do it medium spread and you just hit your whole legs, right? So probably leg press. But yeah, everything's going pretty good. I'm super excited to see what I look like when I get my weight down. We're working pretty hard at that right now. Nailing that diet, just trying to eat around 2,000 calories to 2,200 calories a day and getting around 200 grams of protein. If I consistently do that, I will absolutely drop 1 to 2.5 pounds a week and I'll be super lean before you know it. And I just know I'm going to look crazy when I get there. But I appreciate you guys joining me. Don't let that dreamer die. Keep the grind alive. Never give up on yourself. And don't let those hard days win. I will see you guys on the next one.